Hey everyone back home. I am standing here in Masada near the Dead Sea here in Israel. It's a fortress built. It fell after the temple fell in year 70. This fortress, Masada, fell to the Romans in year 73. It's a beautiful, beautiful fortress built on the top of this mountain. You can see part of it here with the palace. This is like a replica up here at the top. And anyways, as I was hiking this whole week, I've been meditating on Psalm 46. The pastor actually preached about it. He's preaching about it today. And in the psalm, it says that God is our strength. God is our refuge. God is our ever-present help in time of need, in time of trouble. And then again in verse 7 and verse 11, it talks about that the Lord Almighty, the Lord of hosts, is our stronghold. Or some translations, it says that God is our fortress. And after going through a difficult month here in the land and personal problems and just life in general, all of us has times like when we need to know God as a fortress. I've known him as a father, I've known him as a friend, but right now I'm learning to know God as my fortress, as my refuge, as my strength, as an ever-present help in time of trouble. This fortress here built on this mountain, it looks like no one could ever conquer it, right? But what they ended up doing to conquer this was just laying siege. So they made sure that no one could come in or out, and the Romans laid siege so that all the people up here would starve. And so they did a warfare of attrition. And I feel like sometimes the enemy or sometimes life does that with us. It's not just one big thing. It's the enemy lays siege to us and surrounds us and tries to make sure that provision doesn't come. We don't get the living water, that we don't get the bread of life, that we don't get the rest we need, so that we're tired and we're weary and we want to surrender. And I just feel like right now I'm just so encouraged that God is our fortress. And inside Psalm 46 it says that God, he's like a river that flows through the city of God, and it makes it joyful, makes the city happy. And so I find like up here there's no river. This is the problem. There's no water. They're built in the desert on the top of this hill, but it says for those who live in the city of God, there's a river of life in it. And so we need not worry if we've been laid siege to, if life feels like it's surrounded us and we can't get the provision we need. We just need to go to the river. And so I just wanted to share a message from my heart. I love you guys. God's been doing some amazing things here in the land. God's with us. We know that he's with us. He promises it time and time again. The God of Jacob is our fortress. And I want to say that to you guys as well today. As I enjoyed this beautiful sunrise, I realized like the sun's not rising. We're just turning. The world is just turning. And if we turn our hearts, we'll notice that the Son of God hasn't changed. He's still where he is. He's still shining. He's still the light of the world. We just need to turn towards him, and his sun will rise in our life. And so I love you guys so much. I hope this is encouraging to you. Please pray for us in the land. We're trying to do ministry and trying to go out and be a light in a dark place. And sometimes it's hard, and sometimes it feels like the enemy's attacking us and laying siege to us. But we know that the God of Jacob is on our side. So pray for all the believers here in the land, that we would be able to be that light, that we would also, when it's tough, that we would remember God's our fortress, and that we would know that we have the victory, and that as we go and we love our neighbor, and as we encourage and make disciples, encourage people to know Jesus, that we would be encouraged ourselves. And so I hope you guys are doing the same, doing well back home, healthy and all of that. I just wanted to remind you that the God of Jacob is on your side. The God of Jacob is your strength. He's your refuge. He's your ever-present help in time of trouble, and the Lord Almighty is your fortress.